Let's be honest, the world of AI is moving so ridiculously fast, it feels like it's rewriting our world in real time. Just trying to keep up with the daily flood of news can feel like a full-time job, right? So today, we're going to cut through all that noise. We're going to break down the key trends shaping this whole revolution, shine a light on the major players, and really dig into the real-world consequences, from what's on your desktop to what's happening in our doctor's offices. Let's get into it.
So here's the plan. First, we'll look at how AI is already part of your daily life. Then, we'll get into the evolution of AI agents. This is where AI stops just answering questions and actually starts doing things for you. After that, we follow the money in the AI gold rush, tackle the super important challenges in security and law, and we'll wrap up by looking at how AI is changing science and medicine as we speak.
All right, let's dive right into Section 1. Your AI is everywhere. And I mean that literally. This isn't some far-off sci-fi future we're talking about. It's about the tools you are probably using this very second.
AI has quietly shifted from being this big futuristic idea to just a daily utility. Think about it. It's the little bit of magic that suggests a faster route in your Maps app, or the feature that helps you write an email that sounds, a little more professional. The AI assistant isn't some chatbot you have to open in a separate window anymore. It's being woven right into the core of the software we use every single day. And Google, well, they're on a mission to put their AI, Gemini, into pretty much everything they make. Imagine, you're in Google Sheets, totally stumped. Now you can just ask it to create a custom formula for you, and get this, it will even explain how it works. It's not just pulling answers out of thin air, it's using real data from Google Maps to ground its logic. And at the same time, they're rolling out even more powerful versions to make AI a super practical co-pilot for everybody.
But here's the reality check. The official announcements sound amazing, right? But real-world users are starting to see the cracks. This review from Hacker News calls Gemini fast but shallow, and that really hits on a crucial point. In this mad dash to put AI everywhere, it's the user's experience, how good it actually is, that's going to either build or completely break our trust.
And this whole situation with Perplexity is the perfect example of the double-edged sword in the AI market right now. On one side, you have these incredible new browsers with game-changing features like instant AI summaries. But on the flip side, they're fighting off fake, scammy apps trying to hijack their brand. It's a huge reminder that moving fast and breaking things always comes with some serious risks.
Okay, so we've seen how AI is becoming our daily co-pilot. Now let's talk about the next step in the evolution, AI agents. This is a massive, massive shift. We're moving from a passive AI that just answers your questions to an active one that can actually get stuff done for you.
So what in the world is agentic AI? Well, put simply, it's an AI that doesn't just talk, it does. You give it a high-level goal, and it can go out and use other digital tools, your calendar, your files, external websites, to make it happen. This is a huge leap forward. Let's break that down with a super simple example. Say you want to plan dinner with friends. Instead of juggling a bunch of apps, you could just tell your AI agent, hey, find a good Italian place for 4 people on Friday night and book a table. The agent would then check your location, search for restaurants, check their availability online, and make the reservation. All you have to do is show up. Pretty cool, right? And Microsoft is betting the farm on this idea. Their vision is to turn every single Windows computer into an AI PC. The whole goal was to create this seamless experience where you can just talk to your computer naturally, it can see what you're doing on screen to help out, and it can actually take actions for you right inside your own files and apps.
And this isn't just for planning dinner. In the business world, big companies are already using AI agents for incredibly complex, high-stakes tasks. We're talking about agents that can reroute global supply chains on the fly, manage million-dollar ad campaigns all by themselves, and even handle regulatory compliance in the pharmaceutical industry. This is where AI is already having a massive impact on the bottom line.
With that much potential, it's no surprise we are in a full-blown AI gold rush. An absolutely staggering amount of money is pouring into this industry, which leads us to the big question everyone's asking. Are we in a bubble, or is this a sustainable boom? The numbers here are just mind-boggling. Out of $161 billion in U.S. venture capital spent on AI, almost all of it has gone to just 10 startups. 10! It's like a handful of companies struck gold, adding nearly $1 trillion in valuation between them. The concentration of money here is just immense.
So, bubble or boom? Well, the argument for a bubble is pretty strong. You've got these soaring valuations for companies that aren't even profitable yet, and all the money is in just a few hands. But then the boom argument is just as compelling. The potential productivity gains are astronomical, and the demand for the actual hardware, like NVIDIA's GPUs, is outpacing supply by 10 to 1. But you know what? Forget the stock market speculation for a minute. The real proof might be in what's physically being built. We are seeing $40 billion deals from massive data centers, a huge push to bring chip manufacturing back to the US. These are not short-term gambles. These are huge, long-term commitments to building the foundation of this AI revolution for decades to come. All this power, all this money, all this new infrastructure, it brings us to Section 4. Because as AI gets woven into everything, it creates totally new challenges around security, law, and ethics. You know the same? With great power comes great vulnerability.
This number alone should be a huge wake-up call, a 140% jump in open-source malware in just 1 quarter. Attackers are using AI to target the very software our digital world is built on. That makes everything from your banking app to your social media feed way more vulnerable.
And in the legal world, we're already seeing the consequences of just trusting AI blindly. These are some serious cautionary tales. In one case, an expert report used completely fake AI-generated testimony. The whole case got thrown out. In another, a lawyer cited non-existent cases that an AI just made up. The stakes for professional responsibility have never, ever been higher.
And the message coming from the courts is loud and clear. You cannot blame the tool. The responsibility to verify, to check the facts, and to own your work is absolute. The AI did it is just not going to fly as an excuse.
Then there's this other, more subtle problem, but it's just as dangerous. It's called sycophantic compliance. Basically, it's where an AI, just because it wants to be helpful, will agree with you even if what you're asking is illogical or unsafe. Think about it telling you how to bypass a safety feature on a tool, just to be agreeable. In a medical or a safety situation, that tendency can have deadly consequences.
Okay, we've looked at the risks, so let's end by looking at the incredible potential. For our last section, we're going to see how AI is already having a tangible, positive impact in super specialized fields like science and health.
Now this is where it all gets very real. A new AI model has shown over 92% accuracy in spotting cervical cancer from medical images. Now, in parts of the world where you can't easily get to a specialist, a tool like this could literally save countless lives by providing expert-level analysis. This is the real human side of the technology.
But, and this is a really important but, the scientific community is telling us all to proceed with caution. In medicine, it's not enough for an AI to be right. We have to know why it's right. In chemistry, we need to remember that AI is a genius at finding correlations, but that is not the same thing as understanding what causes what. The message is crystal clear. AI is an incredibly powerful tool, but it is up to us, the humans, to make sure it's used responsibly, with serious validation and a human always in the loop. So when you boil it all down, AI isn't just a tool anymore. It's becoming our new coworker, our teammate, our partner in crime. It's already in our spreadsheets. It's in our legal briefs. It's in our hospitals. So the question isn't if we're going to work with AI, it's how. As AI becomes our teammate, are we ready to manage it?